Today we're gonna try and kind of cheese a map by moving the balloons from one track to another. Let me explain to you guys what I mean by that. So I have this beast hand, which is basically a golden eel, which is merged up to the max because this allows it to carry Moab class balloons with it. And so if I send in a Moab, the Moab is going to be kept into this spot where this target indicator is. But what happens if I move this indicator towards this track and then we send the same Moab? Well, what's going to happen is that this golden eagle is going to pick up the Moab and it's going to carry it onto the other track, and that is where it's going to start popping it. So you guys can see where I'm going with this. We can keep moving balloons from one track to another, and basically in a way we're going to try and not defend one track, we're going to try and defend only one track on the challenge that I prepared for you guys. So let's just jump into that and see what we can do. So we're playing Mesa. I think this is the perfect map for this thing. This is an advanced map, but we're not playing this one on chips. We're playing on hard mode, but we are going up to round 100. And here's the idea behind this. I want to have all of the Moab class balloons and hopefully some smaller balloons as well get dragged from the bottom track up towards the top one, and then we're going to have most of our defenses. I guess they're going to be concentrated here towards the middle, but I do want to have everything get dragged onto the top track by these beast handlers. So let me just get some farms going. I think I'm just start with like 2 farms or something like that, depending on how much Oben can survive by himself. I also brought Oben because he's gonna have the wall of trees and also this totem, which is gonna slow balloons down, so that's gonna be nice. And then eventually I want to concentrate my defenses over here in the middle. And I don't know, what do we want to clean up with? Maybe we could do something like a super maelstrom. I think that's going to be very nice. So we kind of bring all of the balloons into the middle and then we maelstrom them. I think that's going to be super cool. I've actually wanted to do this video for a long time, but I just didn't know how to do it, because I did know that the beast handlers are capable of, especially just the birds, right? They're capable of kind of moving balloons from one track to another, but I didn't know how to do it. So I thought, you know what, let's just do it on Mesa, and let's just do it on a track in which this is actually possible, but without kind of doing it on chimps mode or anything like that, because I don't exactly want to. I mean, the last video that I did was just yesterday, and I did erosion on chimps mode, and I just kind of want to take a chill from these chimps runs, so I thought let's do something fun for a change. I think this is going to be a nice one. I think the idea is very cool, but how plausible is this on chimps mode, and how viable is it? That's another question. I mean, should you be basing your strategy off of moving balloons from a different track to where your defenses are? Okay, so let me remove this thing. So this is where I want to have at least one of these guys, and because when you start merging them, they can use each other's range, but at the same time, where do I want to place this thing? Like, maybe I want to have him like this. Like, this is going to be the first one, but this isn't going to be the main one, right? So the main one has to be like here, I think. So maybe we're going to merge this one with this one, and then we're going to carry everything up to this point, and then we're going to delete everything with the blade maelstrom. Yep, that's that. There we go. Okay, so let me get one of these guys. Let's get this guy to the owl so that we can merge this one with the other one, and we can start moving these guys like right now. I mean, we're gonna be moving small balloons now, but let's just do it. So the spawn, okay, so the point is being set automatically like this, but I think that, yeah, look at that. So it's kind of trying to bring them back, but it depends on where the balloons are. So for example, if we can pop them, I think it just pops them, and if not, it just brings them back. So I think when these stronger balloons start coming out with the Moabs, it's always going to be bringing them back. So let me just use the brambles like this, and then we're going to have a Moab around 40, and we are not ready for that Moab because we can only delete the ceramics for now. Like, these guys cannot target Moab class balloons yet. Okay, so let's do something like, I think maybe we get the wizard. So this is going to be like, oh, we're leaking a lot of balloons. That should be faster with this one. Let's get something like a 032 wizard. And then this guy should help us pop the Moab. I want to use the brambles, but you can't target the brambles. That's kind of the thing. You have to pay for the RNG. You can only target the wall of trees. And yeah, of course it's going to be bad RNG. Come on. But if I can time this somehow, oh my god, that was way too easy actually. Okay, so let's get the golden eagle now, and then this thing needs to get merged up with 2 other golden eagles so that it's able to pull back Moab class balloons. So we're dangerously close to the 50, so I think that the next few rounds I'm just gonna spend in buying these beast handlers. Maybe just kind of want to get some more coverage for the map, or actually because I'm dragging them from the bottom to the top, I feel like we do have solid coverage, it seems like, towards the parts that we need. So let's just kind of focus on farming for a second. Let me get some central markets and stuff like that. I think our defenses are fine for now. So let me just get like 1 or 2 central markets, and then we're gonna start getting the beast hunters up and running. Okay, so round 49 is ending. This is the last golden eagle. So when I buy this thing, then the main one is gonna be 24 out of 24. There we go. So now this guy should be able to pull Moabs from the bottom. We're gonna see it when they spawn, so they're gonna be spawning like 50-50. So the first Moab is gonna come like this. So we're not gonna see it on this one, but we're gonna see it on the second one. Oh, we just saw it there. Okay, but wait, Wait a minute, it tried to bring it from the top to the bottom. What happened there? Hello? That's not supposed to be happening, I don't think. Let's see what happens to the other one, because there's going to be one more Moab. Okay, so let's watch now. So you're supposed to get it now and just bring it back? Why did this thing not move it? Is there something wrong with the AI or something like that? Let's watch this Moab. So now it should bring it back, but it's not. Oh my god, it just enters this thing. It enters the wall of trees. So let me just not even use the wall of trees in the first place. I think that might be a little bit of an issue. So we can target the wall of trees. So let's just have him like this towards the back. And then now it should move to this one. And then you should bring this one back. There we go. There we go. So they needed to reach a little bit more of this part so that it can move them. That's amazing. Okay, so let's watch. This guy from the bottom should get moved towards the top like right now. There you go. There you go. And then straight into the maelstrom just like that. That's the combo. That's exactly the combo that I want to do. Oh my god, this is gonna be so cool in the later rounds. Maybe I should like secure this exit. So maybe like get a permaspike, but only on this part on the right side. I think that's a good idea. But first off, let me buy the super maelstrom. So that's the strategy starting to come together, guys. BFB, this thing is about to enter the range of the super maelstrom. I'm just gonna use it honestly because this ability lasts super long, so we're not worried exactly about the duration, although I did go for the top path. Now the bottom path is the one that gives duration and it changes the direction of these blades, but I did go for the top one because I needed to defend on these early rounds. So I think that we're just gonna have to settle for this shorter duration on it, and we're not exactly worried about where the blades are spinning. Okay, so in round 64 we should see a bunch of these guys get moved back, at least a bunch of these guys from the bottom. Now the ability is on cooldown, so there you go, bring them back. Oh, we're leaking some balloons, so we're gonna survive that. I think we are, yes. And it brought back the last one, so let's use the ability now. Bring it back into the ability. Yes, there we go. That's the combo that I was looking for. Okay, but we have to make sure we don't make this guy too strong because it can pop balloons by himself. So I think I'm just going to keep him like the Golden Eagle for a second. Now, actually, we've got BFBs incoming. So I think maybe it's time to upgrade to a Giant Condor, but do not buff him with anything else. I think I'm just going to keep it like this. Okay, so let's watch this BFB now and get them back into the range. It also holds BFB, this guy, the Condor. So yeah, things are going to start looking a lot more interesting when we start upgrading this guy as well. Okay, so more Moabs incoming, and I think it's time for us to start buying things like, for example, the Relentless Glue, which is just going to keep these guys in place. Just like that, and then I need the Condor. Yes, there you go. So you just move those guys back, and I'm gonna use the ability, and that's it. Oh my god, this is so fun. Did I just discover like some super cool combo for Chimps mode? Is this even possible in Chimps? Like, is this even like a viable strategy? So here's my question. I thought that this guy, the Condor, is going to just keep, or whatever beast handler it is, I thought that it's just going to move a Moab class balloon right into where this target is, but it seems to be attacking it. Then when the balloons come to a certain point, that is when it actually resorts to dragging the balloons where the indicator is. So my idea was that as soon as these guys enter its range, the first thing it's going to do is going to try and drag them back. That's not what's happening, but we're doing fine. I mean, this thing is still dragging the balloons back, and that's very good. So we do have the money for, I guess we do have the money for some other Condors. So let's buy the last one. Let's have this one like... do I want to give a range over there? Probably not. So maybe do it like this. This is going to be the last one, the last Giant Condor. So let's merge this guy up. Let's buy all of the other ones. And we still need a lot of cash for the poor guys. I think this one is going to be a very fun round because this is the round to which these stronger Moabs start coming out. And then eventually when these Moabs just start ramping with their HP, whatever bird it is, it's not going to be able to pop them immediately. So it's going to have to drag them back. And I think that that's when the fun starts. Just like that. Just bring it back, dude. Just bring them back. There we go. There you go. That's so fun. Okay, so I'm gonna need this bird to... I'm gonna need you to bring these guys back into the maelstrom. Oh, never mind, they popped. So I think I just can blast on this one, and that should be it. Yep, keep everything in range, and then this maelstrom should last long enough. Yes, there we go. I guess, yeah, so here's what I want to do. I'm just gonna get a permaspike, but the permaspike is only gonna defend the bottom track because the bottom track is eventually going to leak something. Like, I don't know what it is, but something is going to leak because whatever beast handler we have, it's not going to be able to track all of the balloons. So let me sell one of these guys. Let me just get a permaspike. This is going to be like just your typical 400 alchemist and a 025 permaspike, but we're only defending the bottom track. That's kind of my thing. So let's get this guy on close, and then so we're not going to have to rely on the wall of trees that much. And then the idea for the top track is to still bring these guys back. So just keep bringing the Moab class balloons back, and we should be fine. Yes, look at this. Keep moving them back. So the balloons are stronger now. That is, the Moab class balloons are very strong. And so what that means is that it's not popping them by themselves. And that's very important because previously what we had happening up until this point before we reach replay basically is that the Condor was doing so much damage that sometimes he would pop the Moabs by itself. But now it can no longer do that because these guys are super strong. So it has to keep moving them. And look at this. It's moving them back. Look. Okay, let's wait for a second actually. We have some BFBs incoming. So maybe I use the ability. Oh, we're leaking something at the top. Do we have those? Yes, barely. We leaked a little bit. So let's use the ability now. Kind of try and keep everyone in place over here. And so the ability is going to come off in a second, so let's use the other one again, and let's keep moving those balloons back. I mean, the ability is still ongoing, but oh, it took an entire BFB. Yes. Yes. We have only one damage tower, and it's this guy. Well, the Puakai, not the Puakai, but the Condor is doing a lot of damage by himself, but come on, dude. This is so fun. This is actually amazing. Okay, so one of the problems that we have is that we can still not move ZOMGs, but the second I buy the Puakai, this thing does a lot of damage, and it actually... if you guys know how this bird works, basically, it only leaves one small balloon coming out of the big one that it pops. So what that means is that let me just pop this one. By the way, let's just pop this one. So the bottom one is gonna enter this thing, and it's gonna bring back all of the PFPs. That's insane. That's so crazy. Let me use the ability. Oh my god, I'm having so much fun with this. How did I not do this combo before? This is the most fun thing that I've ever done. But basically, as I was saying with the bottom pan bird, is that if, for example, if it pops a BFB, when it pops it, it's only gonna leave one Moab instead of 4. So that's that's a thing that guy does. So let's try and not upgrade to the Puakai as much as possible, and let's try and do it like this. So I'm gonna need you to move that guy back. There we go. Move it back into the Maelstrom. I should probably do something like a huge damage amplifier over here. So maybe we can do something like a Super Brillo so that we can just burn these guys as much as possible. Let me use the Super Maelstrom ability once preemptively. And then as soon as these guys keep popping, we're going to get the ability again. And so when these guys at the bottom start entering the permaspike, that is when the bird is going to start picking up the BFBs. Yep, exactly like that. So as soon as this guy goes back, one more BFB, and then I'm going to use the ability. And now that everyone's at the top, boom, and everyone is out. That is so fun. I can't believe I haven't done this thing a lot earlier than this. So let's just blast for a second. Let's just do a little bit of damage to these guys, and then maybe I should get the bottom pad Maelstrom actually, because this thing lasts like 1 second longer than the bottom pad lasts 1 second longer than the top one. So let's actually switch it up. Let's do it like this. Yeah, as soon as this thing pops onto the permaspike, it's gonna be fun with these UMGs on the later rounds, but I think it's gonna be time to buy the eventually we're gonna have to buy the Puakai, I think. So but while we get there, until we get there, let's just keep doing this. This is so fun. How does he do versus the ATs though? I don't think that this guy can even touch the ATs, if I'm not mistaken. So let's just see how it does. They are getting slowed. Oh no, it actually moves them. Oh, wait a minute. I mean, the deities are kind of fast, so it's probably gonna leak some of them. But at the same time, it can move them. I didn't know that. I thought you had to have the Puakai for that thing, but maybe at max beast power or something like that. Let me just use the ability once, like preemptively do a little bit of damage, and then it should come off cooldown pretty quickly, I think. Let's use the brambles. Oh, never mind. Never mind. We destroyed the entire round. So let's do one Maelstrom, kind of wipe these small balloons first. It's kind of trying to bring back some of the Moabs, but at the same time, we need to do some damage onto these UMGs so they can pop faster and kind of get brought back onto the top track. So they are going to pop onto this permaspike, so we kind of need to be fast. And one more. I mean, it's trying to keep these guys in place at the top, but it also wants to move these guys from the bottom. So let's do it like this, and there we go, bam. So basically what we need to do is when the balloons arrive at this part, we just need to buy time for the bird to bring everyone in place. So what we can do is we can get the absolute zero, because this guy can auto attack Moab class balloons and it slows them by 20%. So now we have the glue, plus we have the absolute zero with the top hat. So basically everything that enters this range is going to be super slow, and that's kind of the point of this whole thing. But I think that this round I just probably need to use the ability like this. And then I'm going to use the absolute zero just to wait for this cooldown to come off, and then just use the Super Maelstrom. Yeah, it's DDTs, and I don't think there's anything we can do with DDTs, honestly. So I think it's just we have to play it like this. And this is probably the way we're going to play 99 as well. But a few more rounds remaining, and this thing seems to be working, guys. This is working almost as intended. I just thought that it was going to start bringing them back as soon as it sees them, but it doesn't matter. This is still like super cool. It's still super fun. So just keep bringing these guys back. And I think I should probably blast. Like, let's just blast for a second and then do some damage to these guys, and then whatever comes out, yeah, just bring it back. Just bring it back and we're fine. I think we might have a little bit of an issue with these UMGs, so I think I want to do this. I want to get a tag zone so that these guys get, and I want to do it, oh no, it doesn't see the tag zone, never mind. I'm going to get the tag zone on our Alchemist of itself. So I do want to keep popping these UMGs as fast as possible so that we get to BFBs, and then because this guy cannot move ZOMGs, that's why we kind of want I just want this ZOMG layer to pop as fast as possible. That's basically it. And so look at this. This guy is going to be super slow, but this guy is not getting slowed by anything. Well, maybe a little bit by the ice. And this thing is going to pop to BFBs, and now the BFBs are going to get brought back. So one by one, actually they kind of popped a little bit, and then boom, into the hands of the Super Maelstrom. And that is it going to be fine? Is it going to be enough? Yeah, of course it is. Okay, round 98, super excited about this round. So what do we want to do for this one? We also need to think about what we want to do for the bad at round 100. So maybe I'm going to do some Spike Storms or something like that. But this is going to be the most fun round out of everything. So let's do one of these Super Maelstroms first, just to kind of clean these guys up, do some damage. And then as soon as the ability ends, absolute zero, freeze everyone in place so that we can get the Super Maelstrom up. And look at this bird just bring these guys back. Oh, we have some leaks up top. Can the bird just take care of these guys? I saw a ceramic leak. Oh no, we're gonna have to restart this one. Okay, so let's use the ability to do some damage. And then, oh my god, that was... I clicked the absolute zero by accident, but I think that's gonna be totally fine. So this guy's spear seems to be starting to get overloaded, actually. Oh yeah, look at that. So he's not bringing... Yeah, this is just way too many balloons for him. But I think it's time to blast now because there are no more balloons left. Well, this ZOMG popped, but... Yeah, so he's bringing back a BFB, bring back those mobs, and this is the last of them actually. And I think this ability is going to last through everything. And yeah, there we go. That's just perfect. That's just so rich, man. This is what a strategy this is. I mean, I'm sure someone has done this to, like Multipolis or something like that, the map that I showed you guys at the start. But come on, this is too fun. This is too good. So let's freeze everyone. Let's use the Super Maelstrom ability. This is just DDTs. I think that we have to play this like this. And this is going to be round 99. Oh, wait a minute. Nah, never mind. We got this. I should get 2 Spike Storms, actually. Let's do it like this. Let's buy 2 of these guys. And let's use the first one now. Second one. Oh, I should have had it actually as the bottom pad, but never mind. I think this is more than enough damage. And then as soon as it enters this thing's range, I'm going to Super Maelstrom now. And this should be... Yeah, so let's freeze. And then it's just a bunch of ZOMGs. And then they're just going to get pushed back. And oh my god, everything disappeared. It's thanks to this Ice Tower and thanks to the shards. But what a combo that was. I mean, come on, guys. Come on, don't tell me that this isn't fun. This is super fun. I think that the Spy Factory did a little bit of work. It doesn't have a lot of pops. He only has 69,000. But it was just, this thing's job was just to pop the UMG so that we can get the BFBs, and then the BFBs get moved back into the track. But that was super fun. That's what I call a combo right there. Maybe not the viable combo. Maybe possibly not exactly that much viable in Chin Smoke, but this is super fun. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this one. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I will see you all in the next one.